excellent, puts a lot more pressure on the defensive guys.
Yeah, and if the kicker thinks he's lonesome, he's really lonesome after a play like this.
Hey, he better hope that he's lonesome, because who's ever standing next to him is probably on the defensive side, and they're none too happy.
They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Rodgers now from the gun on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit.
He's got daylight. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jordan Howard. 82 yards. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the 2-point conversion for good measure.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
On the return, Shandon Sullivan. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
The Packers take over 1st and 10.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
Then they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Bay Packer. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Now look out. Rodgers lost the football. But it looked like a Packer. Yeah, a Packer was able to get this back, and they'll indeed keep possession. The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down. From the gun, Rodgers. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep it.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Fitzpatrick.
Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
Touchdown.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Sanders for the extra point.
Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So the defense creating some points. not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The Packers on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun. Rodgers able to find Lazard. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Rodgers. Teaming up with Lazard there for a Packer first down.
22-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. And again, it's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and
from the gun. Rodgers. And this is caught. Well, they get 1 back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
And the lead is down to 24. So that lines up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Jakeem Grant now to return. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
Jakeem Grant on the return. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10. At their own 30.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
The handoff to
And he'll have a Dolphins first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
He had a great strong move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win.